Hello and welcome to part 14 of of this playthrough. What's going on here? Kind of a camera's, okay, there we go. Took a little time for my controller to catch up. Alright, so today we're going to continue with our blueprint process. After I've had some time to think about it, I think I have a good idea where I'm going to go. As much as I do kind of like that, it just takes up too much real estate, I think. And since this, I know it's not a big deal by any means, but it is also not something I specifically want to have be an issue every single time. So we are going to like I said, I had an idea because that's all I was able to think about for the last little bit. Let's just delete all that. And I didn't mind this idea right here, but it just didn't look futuristic enough, I guess. Let's just get rid of this whole thing right here. It's just too high right now. And I should immediately regret that because it was a good thing that it was high. But oh well. Where are we overlapping at? There we go. We'll go with that high. Alright, so the idea is to use this and kind of go at use that angle to start a nice, easy curve that goes out and kind of flares out towards the bottom. That's the plan. We will see if that plan actually goes anywhere. Okay, yeah, I just need to... Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see if we can get up a little closer here. Actually, I don't want to be that close because... we're gonna do this. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Put that back. Come on. There you are, right there. Okay. Sorry. Alright, so what we're going to do, I wanted to offset it so I can kind of create a secondary blueprint. Alright, let's see how I have to do this. Oops, wrong button. Okay, this isn't working nearly as well as I thought it would. And it's because I'm working on angles and I'm not, that should have been down, so it's not giving me the options that I need. I was hoping that if I sampled that. I can go every single way but one. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Maybe I'm just being really dumb about this, which is also possible. Really wish I had my hover pack, but no. Foundations, come on. Alright. We're gonna do architecture. Boom. Well, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Let's not go crazy with it. No. It's not fine. I'm gonna go crazy with it. I just need some space. There we go. Okay. Got it. I knew we'd make it there painstakingly, slowly, but there all the same. Oh, come on. Evil. Absolutely evil. Architecture. I mean, it's so far off, but it doesn't matter. Okay. The other problem I'm having is that these two things just aren't matching up appropriately. And that sucks, but it is what it is. It's not super off, but it's just off just enough. Okay. Get rid of that stuff. So now the plan is to fall off that so I can climb back up it. Okay. So that equals that, right? Okay. So now the idea we're going to take a painted beam here. And I feel like that's kind of okay, bear with me for a sec. Trust me, I know what I'm doing now. So we want a painted beam right there. And we want it to go straight down. Is that straight? It looks like it to me. No, it's definitely not. Let's freeform it and see if I can get it to kind of that looks better. Yeah, maybe. I take this guy? That was probably a weird way to go about it, but in the end I felt like that was the better way to do it. Okay. So we know that's straight even if it doesn't match up to that exactly, right? So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put why is it? I need you to snap. Okay. Let me think about how I'm going to do this exactly. Basically what I want to do, I guess I don't really need that anymore. What I want to do, I'm going to use this point, and I'm going to start making myself, let's do it down here. So see how it's going to kind of bend down like that. So let's see what happens when I add. Too much. Don't want it to get too chunky. I don't think that's working the way I think it should work. Did I delete the wrong one? No, that's alright. Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm going crazy with these angles. Let's try this again, except we're going to start the problem is I'm wanting to do too much in one area, I think. Okay, so what if I put you there? Deleted it. Just getting ahead of myself. That's more along the lines of what I was looking for. Wait, I want to delete that beam first. Let's see how we can kind of start making a gentle curve right here. At least that's the plan. I didn't put that down far enough. Oh, come on, Michael. So now we can do the same thing on this side, where I go right here. Yep. Ahead of myself again. There we go. Okay. So now we can do one more of those, and we're going to go from that point to there. And I want to match it on this side. Just make sure. Yes, okay. That might have been too... Yeah, I don't know about that one. Maybe I need to make that curve, or that angle a little steeper. Let's try that. Oh, that angle sucks. Try this again. Let's try that. Much better. That out a little bit more. Yeah. Still not super perfect, but we're getting there. And then from that point, it would just continue on as that. Actually, you know what we could do? Let's get rid of that. And we just kind of continue that on throughout. So it just kind of flares back out again. That looks much better. See, that's the support I can get behind. I can do that. Just seeing what I could do there. Okay, let's delete this blueprint now. Because the blueprint wasn't the problem. Well, it was, but not up until this part. Okay. Let's see how we can decorate this now. I really wish I could change the material on this. But no such luck. And colors don't really do much either. So it is what it is. But we can also do some stuff here now. going to... Let's see here. Let's do... I don't know. Let's do this. We'll call this conveyor bus strut. We'll put that under roadway. Let's do the icon of... That'll work. And save. Okay. So now technically what I would do instead of have that, oh, let's try that again. Why is it getting stuck into that? Oh, it's because it's all built on angles. Oh. Dang it. I'm just not very good at this. Maybe if I have it... It won't connect to this blueprint at all. Oh, see, now that worked out better. It worked out a lot better. Still not very pretty. You gotta be kidding me. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Alright, so the question is which one do we like more? That was just way too much copper for me. Well, I think it's just a mess all around. Well, it was a good idea. It just didn't pan out the way I was hoping it would. At least we learned how to do that part quick now. Alright, so what if, instead of trying all that, not like that. Do the same thing on this side. How am I so off? I think I'm gonna have to just rebuild that entire thing. Which is not lining up like it should. I think that's half my problem. We have a good idea here, I think. We keep going it like this, and then maybe I can find... We could do like a bigger, every so often, do a really big... kind of like what I had built before. But once I get everything lined up, we could just go in between those two. Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave that there. So at least I have an idea of what I'm going towards. Okay. Let's clear this. I'm tired of messing with this when it's just not going the way I wanted it to. Because we're going to have to figure out something for the roads too. We're going to worry about that another time, though. I think I need to kind of spend more time on that offline. I know it's not the most fun stuff to watch, just me goofing around with a stupid blueprint. In the end, it looks awesome. Well, and it will. So a lot of work to go, but I think in the end it will look pretty cool. So maybe for now, well, we know we're going to have a road going off that way. And we're not getting a whole lot of this bus. Alright, let's do this. We are going to start... Oops. We are going to start laying the factory out. I think that'll be a good use of our time. Didn't do that. I'm just kind of planning around here. Leave me alone. Okay, so we're going to have all the items coming through here. Where'd you go? There you are. There we go. All these guys are going to be in my way for the next little bit. Something's humming at me over here. Probably over there. Okay. Kind of getting an idea of where we're headed here. All right. See how far down does that go? It goes all the way down there. Okay. Got a Mercer. Grab that real quick.
Witness the deep and sing for us.
I am still unable to initiate communication. How are you doing it?
We composed a resonance song to curb the effigy, tapping into the inner currents. We sacrificed our blood and our temples and left the metal in from the void to eat our flesh.
That's a lot to unpack. How do you tap into these inner currents?
Consume our blood, worship at our altars, curb the melody.
I do not understand.
Flood frequencies paint straight lines. The blood is a teacher. Each altar is a window.
Processing data.
is a tighter squeeze than I remembered it being. But it should still be okay. We're just gonna have to this point start going up a little bit. See if that'll clear it. It will. Oh. I mean, we're gonna have to go all the way up that. Do one more. Oh, that was smart. All right. We're going to continue that road on. Let's see here. Now the question is do I go up or do I go down? see how much of a turn I can do here. Doesn't matter, we're gonna run into that guy no matter what we do. And I could... we want to do the outside of the circle here. Yeah, let's do it this way. So now if I take this guy, put him right there. I'm not sure exactly how this goes. Yeah, like that. Maybe we can start curving down. I don't think I'm ever going to clear that though. We'll find out. Yeah, I did the wrong ramp. That's okay. It still worked. No, it did not. Try this again. I think it's too sharp of a corner. now snapping no matter what I do. Yeah, see, that's why we can't do the outer. There's always something kind of poking up in the way. Doesn't matter. I think that curve's just going to be too steep. Here, and we will do so how come it's not working now? We're gonna go up. Because of this, we might have to completely redesign. Oh, did I do twos and then ones? Dang it. We may be doing all of our building this more like a grain silo or a grain factory than they are a hard goods factory, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we start. do a much sharper turn right here. But that's okay. Going. We're headed out that way. But I want to be looking straight at that before we stop our curve. There. There. It's quite a tight little curve, but we got there. Okay. So I'm thinking this would be about where our second floor is, honestly. So I want the third floor to be kind of up there. This would be like maybe I'll go a little bit higher because I want to be able to miss that. Okay, we can get there. better idea of just how far I have to go up here. Yep, just one more. And we'll be right above that. So our second floor could basically be resting on that. Alright. I wasn't sure if that was going to hurt me or not. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is we know that this is going to be a road. But it also needs to be So yeah, the thought is that it's going to be out here, in this, around here is going to be our first steel factory. Not our steel factory, our rotor, motor, and stratter factory. These are coming in, that's... good size for the second floor. I like that. Okay, let's grab some concrete and we'll go work on floor number 2. So the idea is let's get that to the right level here. That was a good guess. And I'm thinking how much overlap do I want to do? That would be 8. Shoot, I did one too many. Sorry, I'm just measuring it out right now because I want this to kind of... So as of right now, it doesn't even go all the way past that rock. She doesn't necessarily have to. I feel like I want the top to at least be around here. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't think it needs to be... I don't know if we start it right there. I started this curve right here. So then technically I want to start this curve. I need to go one more. So obviously I can't use the same curve. I did one every 2. So let's see what happens when I do one every 3 on this one. We'll still only do 5% at a time, or 5 degrees at a time. Oh, why did it do that? Do a test here to see how far off I am. After doing that many. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm following this pretty closely. Definitely off. I'd done, maybe I just have to do a tighter angle. No, because I was I don't know, maybe we alternate. Let's try alternating first. 10 on this one. Changing my mind here real quick. And maybe now I do 10. So I think 5 at a time is still the way to go. I didn't want to delete that other one. Damn it. Okay. So that's where we're trying to get to. Maybe that's it. Maybe. Oh, don't click that one. It would be a shallower curve. Right? I know I'm never going to be exact on this, but I'd like to get as close as possible. Yeah, that's just too much. just testing to see how much of a mess this makes. Not mean to do that. Definitely not as pretty of a layout. Where's a curve? That's what I was saying. Not as pretty of a curve, but it follows. I did that again. That's amazing. Alright. So the next test will be how bad does this look when I take it back 7. Grab a bunch more stuff. I think this is the only way we're going to be able to do it, honestly. pulling out one more this way instead of the other way. I definitely like that angle better. Yeah, I think that'll work. How am I doing on... So quite a bit of concrete. But we can drop off that Mercer sphere. Actually, let's go grab some sand. Let's do some of that real quick. Means we're gonna have to fight some spiders, but we need to do that. Have to fight spiders after all. No complaints here. Of course. Get in the way. Grab those. Alright. So I already made some of this. I think that's all I made. Okay, let's go grab a Mercer sphere. Or all of them, that's fine too.
Dimensional Depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the Dimensional Depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Sure. So I need 47 for the next stack increase on that. And 47 there. And I think I have computers for that. I think I want to unlock that first, because that allows me to use it from my inventory. Yeah. So I need 15 more. Turn all this into reanimated SAM. And then SAM fluctuator. Wow, that was just enough. Okay, grab the computers.
Manual Depot Uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within a window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
Okay. So eventually we're going to let that SAM build up. And then we're going to build some depots on the things that we're using the most, so that it loads it automatically. Oh, I didn't need that, I needed the plates. Here. Yep, okay. So let's see how this edge looks now that I kind of extended it. I mean, still not super smooth, but it's about the same. And what about this side? Yeah, I can live with that side. Okay, perfect. Well, that's also going to depend on how we decorate and everything too, so that does make a difference. Oh yeah, go by a minute. Alright, so now we're following this row. Go. Come on. It's either 5 or 10. Yeah, the next one will be 8 above that one. finish this group that I just made, and then we're going to go down and see how it looks from the bottom. So I think I'm going to spend some time off stream trying to fix my blueprints, because as much as I do want to build my factory, until I have ores set to come into that factory, it's not going to do a whole lot of good, you know? So probably what I'll end up doing is working on the blueprints on my time, and then working on this part of things, which is decidedly more fun, I think, at least probably to watch too. I'll do that on stream. So unless anyone has a problem with that, just take an hour for the look at piece type thing. Come on. 2 or 7 is the best you got for me, huh? Why is this being so dumb? It just does not want me to build 6. Alright. That's pretty cool. It'll look a lot better once we change the material and everything too, and design it up a bit. That's cool though. I do like that. The last one, like right up there. Alright, well, I think we made some semi-good progress today. Probably would have made more if I would have stopped being so stubborn about my blueprints and how they're going to work. That's okay, though. The factory is coming along nicely. It's not nearly as high as I thought it was. Man, from over there, it looked like I was halfway up, didn't it? From right here, I'm not even close. Which is fine, I don't need to go all the way up. It'll still be a massive factory. Alright, well, as always, any suggestions, comments, verbal abuse, all ears. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.